An English guy. He was very ill, and his son went to visit him in the hospital. And suddenly the father began to breathe heavily and grabbed the pen and pad up by the bed. And with his last ounce of strength, he wrote a note, dropped it, and he died. The son was so overcome with grief, he didn't remember slipping the note in his pocket. Well, at the funeral, he reached in the pocket of his coat and immediately felt the note, and he excitedly read it, thinking it might be something he could recite during the service, and it said, "You wanker, get off my fucking oxygen tube."
That's funny.
Chap went to the counter in the library, and he said, "Have you got any books about committing suicide?" And the librarian said, "Yes, take a look over there, somewhere on the, middle shelf." So the chap came back a few minutes later, and he said, "I can't find any at all." And the librarian said, "Oh, yeah, it's just awful. They never bring them back."
Oh, that's terrible. Love it. Yeah.
"Do you believe in life after death?" the boss asked one of his employees, and the employee says, "Well, yes, sir." "Well, then, that makes everything just fine," the boss went on. "After you left yesterday to go to your grandmother's funeral, yeah, she stopped by to see you." Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Where's my boy? It's supposed to be at your funeral. Oh.
Little Johnny's next door neighbors had a baby, and unfortunately the baby was born with no ears. And when they arrived home from the hospital, the parents invited little Johnny's family to come over and see the new baby. And little Johnny's parents were scared to death their son would have a wisecrack to say about the baby. So the dad had a long talk with little Johnny before going to the neighbors. He said, "Son, that poor baby was born without any ears, and I want you to be on your best behavior and not say one word about his ears, or I'm going to really spank you when you get home." "I promise not to mention his ears at all," says little Johnny. So at the neighbor's home, little Johnny leaned over in the crib, and he touched the baby's hand. He looked at its mother. He goes, "Oh, what a beautiful little baby." And the mother said, "Thank you very much, little Johnny." And then he said, "This baby's got perfect little hands, perfect little feet. Why, just look at his perfect little pretty eyes. Did the doctor say that he can see real good?" And the mother said, "Well, yeah, Johnny, his doctor said it was 20/20 vision." And Johnny said, "Well, it's a damn good thing, because you sure couldn't wear any glasses." Guy calls up his ex-wife and, disguising his voice, asks to speak to himself. "I'm sorry, he doesn't live here anymore. We're divorced." The next day, the guy does the same thing. Same results. He does it every day for a whole week, and finally his ex-wife realizes who it is that keeps calling and goes, "Look, bozo, we are divorced. Finito. End of story. When are you going to get that through your fat head?" "Oh, I know, I just can't hear it enough." This 90-year-old couple decide to get a divorce. They go to the judge and say, "Judge, we want a divorce." The judge says, "You've been married 70 years and now you want to get a divorce? Why did you wait so long?" And the couple say in unison, "Well, we wanted to wait till all the kids were dead."
Oh my God.
You know what? I told myself I was going to stay alive till my dad died, because my little brother died and Dad never got over that. And I said, I have to live till my father dies. After that, I don't give a shit. Now I'm fine because he's dead. Okay. A married couple is driving down the interstate, and they're going 55, and the husband's behind the wheel. His wife looks at him and says, "Honey, I know we've been married 15 years, but I want a divorce." And the husband doesn't say anything. He slowly increases to 60. She goes, "Look, I don't want you to try to talk me out of it. I've been having an affair with your best friend, and he's a better lover than you." And again, husband stays quiet, just speeds up and clenches his hands on the wheels. She says, "I want the house." And again, the husband speeds up. Now he's going 70. She says, "I want the kids too." And the husband's driving faster and faster. He's up to 80. She says, "I want the car, the checking account, all the credit cards." The husband slowly starts to veer toward a bridge overpass, piling. And she goes, "Is there anything that you want?" And the husband says, "Nope, I got everything I need right here." She says, "What is that?" The husband replies just before they hit the wall at 90, "I've got the airbag."
I got the airbag, bitch.
Won't help at 90.
Yeah. My husband and I divorced over religious differences. He thought he was God. I didn't.
Oh.
His husband and wife were having dinner at a very, very fine restaurant when this absolutely stunning young woman comes over to their table, gives the husband a big kiss and says she'll see him later and walks away. And the wife's like glaring at him going, "Who the hell was that?" "Oh," he says, "that's my mistress." "Well, that's the last straw," the wife says. "I've had enough of that. I want a divorce." "Well, I can understand that," says the husband. "But remember, if we get a divorce, it's going to mean no more shopping trips to Paris, no more wintering in Barbados, no more summers in Tuscany, no more Infinities and Lexuses in the garage, no more yacht club. The decision is yours." And just then a mutual friend enters the restaurant with a gorgeous babe on his arm. "Who is that woman with Jim?" the wife asked. "Oh, that's his mistress," says her husband. "Oh, ours is prettier," she says.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah.
Yeah, recently some fast food workers walked out on their job because they want higher wages. Aren't these the same people that walked out on high school? And my waitress the other night, she said she was also an actress. She must be a shitty one because she couldn't even memorize my order. This guy's standing outside the 99-cent store collecting money for the homeless. I said, I think he might do a little better outside Neiman Marcus, maybe.